Shalom. We'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Once again, we out in the highways and the byways, double honor to the apostles, the true well. And I'd like to give all thanks and praise to the Most High and His Son for giving us His knowledge and His truth. You know, that we continue to spew out throughout the four corners of the earth. And as of what went down in Brazil, you know, in terms of the Apostle Ramlov, he brought certain information out about what's going on over there in Brazil. And what's going on over there is that Simon, on a gradual scale, and Lord willing, if I could find the article on that, because I don't have the article on me right now, but I'm gonna look into that. You know, Lord willing, through the Spirit, we're gonna go through it. But yeah, you brothers out there that's doing this work, that's still got your mind level-headed, and you're still out doing the work. You know, keep up the good work, man, and even us as well, because we're almost home. Next year, 2017, is going to be a year where the Lord is going to kick this thing into high gear. Okay, them prophecies are going to start coming real swift and quick, and things are going to get real tight too. So we got to maintain and have and make sure that we're on point with this truth. You know, because I can feel it, man. I mean, that feeling is thick. So that's all I got to say right there. But yeah, you brothers, you stay up. Much salutations to all of y'all, and double honor to the apostles. And I'm gonna end it at that. Yeah, so Shalom, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy about the up and coming calamities of the society to come. Okay, and pretty much we out here for the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and Native Americans. And to let them know that they are the Hebrew Israelites, and to also let them know that salvation is in store for you. Okay, but guess what? I'm going to say this too. Only the elect is going to come and receive this word and get saved. All right, and that's just the thing we dealing with right now and then. So we're gonna start off with a scripture, 2 Corinthians 13. You know, start from verse 4.
So it says, 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, for though he was crucified through weakness, yet he liveth by the power of the Most High.
Right, and that's talking about Yahushua. That's when Yahushua was going through what he had to go through in terms of facing his greatest test, which is to go up on that cross. He didn't do that with the extraterrestrial body that he didn't have, so to speak. He went on there in the flesh, so he was weak. Read that point again, brother.
It says, for though he was crucified through weakness,
yep,
yet he liveth by the power of the Most High.
Yet he liveth by the power of the Most High. Okay, and the Lord, when the Lord comes back, he's going to come back and exercise that power. Okay, we're talking about whom the world called Jesus Christ, from the tribe of Judah, which is a so-called black man. Okay, he came as the sheep. He came in the flesh. He did his job, and what was the job? His job was to die for the sins of Israel. Okay, and his past life sins. That's you know what I mean. That's a spiritual hidden parable right there. You know what I mean? That most people wouldn't understand, so to speak. So he died. He died in his weakness, but eventually he's going to come back in power, so to speak. That's that balanceation going.
For we also are weak in him.
Right.
But we shall live with him.
Yep.
By the power of the Most High toward you.
That's right. So read that one more time, brother.
It says, for we also are weak in him.
Yeah, we also are weak in him. Go on.
But we shall live with him.
Yeah.
By the power of the Most High toward you.
Yeah, and we are absolutely weak in him because we're in this fleshly body. You know, brothers fall short sometimes. Brothers go off and do certain things that they should be doing. But guess what? The Lord conquered the flesh for us. Just so we can come back and make an effort to receive the redemption and the salvation, which only the nation of Israel can only but receive. Okay? That's the bottom line. If you're not an Israelite, then you can't receive no salvation. That's in the Bible. We ain't just saying that out of our own mouth. We just saying what the Bible is telling you, because the majority of the people don't really believe in the Bible anyway. So what does it matter for you? Go on, brother.
I say, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
And that's the key point. That's another key point I want to hit on because, you know what I mean, like I've been saying, sometimes we go off on certain things, you know, but at the same time, you have to make an effort to be on point. As I said, you know, from the start of the camp, next year is going to be a high gear year, man. Heavenly Father's going to intensify certain things in the prophecies there. There's going to be rough times coming, Lord willing, in 2017. Lord willing. So, you know, hey, man, you brothers out there and even brothers in this camp, you got to make sure that your faith is up to par. If your faith is kind of weak, you better bend down on your knees. You better get down on your knees and pray to the Most High so He can increase your faith. Okay, because that's the only thing that's going to get us through in these dark times and dark hours, brother. Hold that and get the what is it? Jacob's trouble. It's just going to get really bad out here, so we have to be on point mentally and spiritually, so we can overcome the beast. Okay.
It says, Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great.
Yeah, alas, for that day is great. Go on.
So that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Now it is pinpointing Jacob because the Lord is pretty much going to test the elect of Israel, the elect of Jacob, when this harsh reality comes down upon us. Okay? But in the midst of all of that, you people are going to get involved in that trouble too. And what is the trouble that I'm talking about? I'm talking about when this society goes through an economic societal chaos. That's what I'm talking about. And we are right around the corner from that. At any given point, that can happen. That's where we're at right now. We're not living in a time where we think everything's going to be okay. Okay, now you may think that because you're unaware. You're ignorant. So you may think that, hey, things are going to go as they may continually, but not understanding the times that you're living in. Okay? And that even includes certain guys that claim to be in the street too. Okay, you got these different camps out there, like, for example, we mention them every once in a blue, you know, IUIC and the GOCC and all of these different camps, you know, they really believe and think that this society is going to continue on because they want to build schools and they want to try and, you know, grab money from other brothers and stuff that's under them. This is so they can build this future, build this school. Okay? And not really redeeming the times, man. Because that's what you got to get into. We're going to come into some serious times where a lot of people, man, they're going to be tested out here. And certain people, they just going to be put to death on the spot. Yeah, read that verse again, bro. One more time, read that verse one more time.
So it says, verse 7, alas, for that day is great.
Yeah.
So that none is like it.
Yeah, so the prophet is Isaiah, right? The prophet Jeremiah said that day is great and there's nothing like it. So I wonder what that's going to entail. That's going to entail some heart-breaking, spirit-breaking times, man. Okay? And we know, and we have a somewhat of a visual what that's going to look like. Because when you're living in a world that took care of you, that pampered you for years, and that same world declines in itself to where you can't get the things that you need, you're going to lose your cool. Like how those people are losing their cool in Venezuela. You got people in Venezuela right now that's actually resorting to cannibalism. Believe it or not, that's what's going on right now in 2016. Okay, you got people in Venezuela because of the hyperinflation that they're now eating each other. They already have all the animals in the zoo. Now they're resorting to cannibalism. That's how bad it's getting down there in Venezuela. And it's also going to happen in Brazil too. Okay? But eventually, all of the stuff that's happening in South Central America is eventually going to come to the Western Hemisphere, down here. Okay? And then better too. I'm going to say this. All of the stuff that's going on that's been going on in the Middle East for the past 12 and odd years, and what's going on in South Central America now, is all going to come up here. And it's going to be even worse up here because people in the Western Hemisphere have been captive for too long. They've been hiring their horse for too long. So when you people out here experience a totally different way of life or totally different way of setup, if you literally got to fend for yourself, you're gonna bump the hell out. Okay, that's how bad it's gonna get, and you're gonna result into pretty much just chaos, man. So keep going, brother.
What do you take my money?
Yeah, it says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
You're going.
And will burst thy bonds.
And he will burst thy bonds, meaning he's going to take us out of this captivity. Because we're bonded by this system. When you look at the nation of Israel, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans and the South Central American people, okay, they're like the bottom of the barrel in the system. They're what you call likened to human resources. Like the brother required from, he did a wonderful show dealing with how Jacob's become a human resources, man. You see what I'm saying? So we're under bondage, not literally, but pretty much technology-wise, and on the mental level, on the spiritual level too. Okay, but the Lord is going to take us out of our low predicament. And like I like to always mention about, the reason why we was brought low is because of we disobeyed God's laws. That's why he sent these demons, these devils, which are the Edomites, to come against us and to destroy us and to bring us down. Okay, but that's only for a moment. Go on, brother.
It says, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
That's right, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, meaning we're not going to serve the other nations no more. This is our last captivity of them all. So being that this is our last captivity, this is going to be the worst captivity of Israel. We've been under the Egyptian Empire, we've been under the Babylonian Empire, we've been under the Assyrian Empire, especially the Northern Kingdom. Okay? And now we're in this society now. But this is the last of them all. And then eventually we're going to take these nations down and they're going to be under us. That's what the future upholds, whether you believe in what we're saying or not. Okay? Matter of fact, bro, just real quick, give me Romans 3:3. Baba Kusha.
Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Yeah, so just because you don't believe in what we're saying, as we've been saying for the past certain amount of weeks, it don't mean that the prophecies are not going to come in effect on what we're talking about. Because we're going to keep letting you know the deal, and we're going to keep bringing out this word of Yahweh Shai. That's what we're going to keep doing, so to speak, man. And that's the bottom line. And also, on top of that, we're going to condemn you too. You need to be condemned. That's how this thing's going down, man. I mean, read that again, brother. One more time.
For what if some did not believe?
Right, so what if some did not believe? So if you don't believe in what we're saying, or you don't believe in the word of Yahweh Shai, which is whom the world calls Jesus Christ, then you're already forsaken anything. Okay, because the Lord is out here to gather the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, you can be an Israelite all you want, but if you're not a part of the elect, you ain't going to make it. There's going to be a lot of destruction out here, brother. Since you know your apocrypha, give me the scripture where it talks about how many are going to be destroyed. You know the one I'm talking about. I can't really, phrase it right. You know what I'm talking about. Because there's going to be a very few people that's going to be saved by the Lord. Okay. Then there's going to be a very few people that's going to be saved by the Lord, and there's going to be more people that won't be saved. So this thing is serious, man. That's why you got to repent. If you can repent. Yeah, go on, brother. You got it.
And say, 2nd Ezra 9, verse 13.
Yeah.
And therefore be thou not curious of the ungodly.
Right. Because
be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Yeah, go on.
And when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
Yeah, but inquire on how the righteous shall be saved. Because the thing with Ezra, the prophet Ezra was so concerned about the majority of his people. Obviously the Israelites, obviously. And he was concerned about them. But the Lord told him, look, don't worry about them. Because they all going to perish any doggone way. Because they don't want to listen. It was already set up by the Spirit that they're not going to listen. And they're going to result into their own death and destruction. Go on.
It said, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is.
That's right, and the world is the kingdom of heaven. Go on.
And for whom the world is created. Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak. I will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved.
That's the point. So there be many of them that perish than them that be saved. Because the Lord is coming to save in a select few. Okay, this is not a numbers thing. Like for example, you got all these churches out here, okay, that's packed up to the nines, trying to get certain amount of souls. Now I'm going to say this. Now you got certain people inside the church that truly believe in the Most High. You might have the elect inside the church, but I'm just saying for the overriding majority, they're not going to make it. You see what I'm saying? We got to bring this out because this is the reality. Go on.
Like as a wave is greater than a drop.
Absolutely. Read that again, brother. Read that again.
Like as a wave is greater than a drop.
Like as the wave is greater than the drop. So you have an all amount of people, a wave of people that's going to be forsaken, then be delivered. Matter of fact, get me what is it, man? Give me the precept in Matthew where it says one shall be kept and the other shall be taken. Let me see if I can find that for you. I think it's in Matthew.
Just to let you know, brothers, yeah? I did jihad the last week.
What's that?
I did jihad the last week.
No, we're not Muslims, brother.
Oh, you're not Muslims?
No, we're Israelites.
What's Israelites?
Huh?
What's that?
Are you familiar with the people around, I know you're familiar with Moses.
Yeah.
And so you have to be familiar with the children of Israel, right?
I've heard of the children.
That's who we are. And basically the ways of the children of Israel is of the Bible, so to speak. Which I'll get into that in some time later on, but I want to cover this point here.
Here all day?
Well, we're here from like 3 plus to like 7:30. We might be here till like 8 o'clock.
Okay. Gotta get me a girlfriend, yeah?
Alright, but I'll tell you this, my man. Okay, but I'll tell you this, my man. So pretty much, you know what I mean? If the spirit goes, you know what I mean? That's the district commander that is, my man. That's not going to deliver. You know what I'm saying? But that's the Israelite.
So see, the thing is, right? Since I did that, since I became a Muslim last week, I get accepted by a lot of the younger people, but the older, like the older Pakistani guys, they really seem to go out and try to make people welcome.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. That's just proving the point, because if the Muslims are saying that this is a peaceful religion, right, and it's a religion that anybody can come into, how come you're not accepting you? If you're a Muslim brother, right? If you're a Muslim brother, they should accept you. But they're not doing it. It's all shenanigans. And they even do it to so-called blacks too. You got so-called Negroes that become Muslims, and they feel unaccepted. So you think a lot of
It's only there's loopholes in that religion.
yeah, this is a lot of
The truth is not going to have no loopholes in it. There's not going to be any gaps or anything. Everything's going to flow and make sense.
Yeah.
It's going to make perfect harmony. It's not going to be no loopholes.
Yeah.
But there's loopholes in this law.
And that's just the bottom line. But since you gotta go and do what you gotta do, because we're gonna be here for a time. What I suggest you do, my man, like I can tell you probably want to bust any. Where you from, by the way? Nationality wise.
I'm a human being.
Now you gotta tell me your nationality, brother.
I don't have a nationality. I'm just a human being.
Okay, all right. But I'll say this. I can
I
tell.
don't believe in nationalities and things like that, because in my opinion, nationalities create conflict.
Okay, you can say that, but we do come from the people. That's what I'm
But
saying.
in a sense of
Like
where
what?
my roots are.
Right,
It's
right. Your
Northern
nationality.
Ireland.
Okay, well I can tell you one of us anyway, because the Irish are blacks anyway. That's all we got. You know what I mean? So if the Lord wills, hey, you know, if you are part of this thing, if your spirit is connected to this thing, and you gonna gravitate to it, Lord willing. You know what I mean?
Can I just say that I do feel that a lot of people who cross over into Islam cross over because of fear. They feel fear, they feel pressurized. Because for the first few days, I did feel pressurized into it. You know what? Nothing was being explained to me.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, do this, convert over to Islam. You have so many friends. Everyone will be your best friend. Everyone will love you. And to be honest with you, since then, the only reason why I come up and I said that to you is because I honestly thought you were talking about Islam. I wasn't really getting the whole bigger picture.
That's all right. That's all right.
And I'm trying to find like a sense of belonging.
Right.
I'm not really getting made to
Looking for
feel
the
like
truth.
I belong now.
But you know what it is though, my man, at the
And
end
I've
of the
been
day,
threatened already.
what you
twice.
need to do, well, there it is. That you're proving it right there. You see, the truth is coming out in these last days, man. You see how the truth is coming out? Because you got all of these religions, right, that are set up to tell you that, look, you know, if you come to this religion and this is going to happen to you, and when you get involved in it, you know, you got brothers like this, they'll come up and expose the religion. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, my man, what you got to do is this, because there's only one way to go. You understand? And the one way to go is by Yahweh Shah. That's the only way you're going to come in, because it's not about...
by
No,
Hashab, did you say?
No, I said Yahweh Shah, but I'm really saying, I'll explain it for you. Jesus.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the real way. So give me now.
John 15 verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Yeah, and that's the point of the matter. So, because only thing I can do is give you the word and the scriptures. But if the Spirit is dealing with you, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lead you to the truth anyway.
I like how you speak, brother. You speak with no aggression.
Right. Well, sometimes I can be aggressive.
But I don't feel that. I feel you speak with non-aggression, and I do like that. You know, do you have any leaflets for me that I can
Well,
read?
really, we don't have the leaflets.
Or a website or anything?
Yeah, you can go and what you can do is type in GMS Israelites. Yeah, Great Millstone Israelites.
I'm having a look at that tonight.
And the thing what you have to understand, the thing about these different Hebrew Israelite camps, like they'll say, well, because what we also teach as well, right? I'm gonna be real with you, right? We also teach, which is according to the Bible, is that really the so-called white man, the purebred so-called white man, he's the evil on the planet. Everything the Bible speaks of.
I totally agree with you.
But at the same time, I can't judge you on that because you got some of our people that look like white people, but they're really Israelites. They're really to be saved. The Spirit of the Lord is with them. You know? It's a goal to go. You know, we got Matthew 7. Does it say on the street name? Okay, go on.
Matthew 24 verse 24.
Yeah.
But there shall arise false
This is Christ, man. Beautiful.
and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
See that one more time. The whole thing.
But there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
And who the world called Jesus Christ, he warned the 12 about that, because the 12 apostles told him when was the end going to come, and he said such and such is going to happen, and he read it and he gave it to them in detail. So what you're going to have in the last days, because when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, okay, that was the last days. So we're still in the last days now. So in the last days, you're going to have false messiahs come in effect, and what happened?
You're already having it.